Hey, Barry here from Over 50 Golf. So glad you're here with us today. You know, there's two aspects of golf that you really got to do well all the time in order to play to your potential. The first one is driving, right? We got to get the ball off the tee. We got to get it in the fairway, and we have to hit the ball a reasonable distance in order to be able to score and play to our potential. And the other one is putting, right? We've always got to be able to putt well in order to maximize our scoring. And who likes to practice their putting? I don't. I'm as guilty as that as the next person. And what happens after the round of golf? Oh, I've had a bad round. Where do you go? Oh, I go to the range. I'm going to hit some balls. Well, we should be going to the putting green first and straightening that out before we go to the range and straighten out the full swing. And think about this for putting. You know, for tour players, they'll make probably about 70% of their putts from 6 feet. That's an amazing statistic. And overall, if you count all their putts from inside of 10 feet, they'll make almost 90% of them. Like that's outstanding, and no wonder they're scoring so well, right? So no wonder they're on the tour. You know, they're putting the lights out, and they're only going to 3-putt about once every 2 rounds. These tour players, and often in a tournament, you know, we'll turn the golf on, right, and you'll see some crazy statistic on Sunday. You know, Joe Smith, he's going to win the tournament, and he's made 100% of his putts from inside 7 feet this week, and he hasn't 3-putted. Unbelievable. Think about your last 4 rounds of golf. Like, how many 3-putt greens did you have? How many putts did you throw away? Strokes did you throw away? So putting is real important, and it's easy to practice. You can practice it anywhere. Here I am indoors. You can practice it indoors in the wintertime. You can work on the basics of your stroke. You can go outside to the golf course, of course, work on your feel and pace and weight. And the one important area that you always need to do to putt well is like make sure you're lining up properly. Get the face lined up properly to where you want the ball to go. Get the putter face aimed square to the stroke. That is so important. You know, you've got a lot of latitude in terms of putts, in terms of the path. For example, the path of the putt can be off a few degrees, 2-3 degrees. You know what? And you still have a good chance of making that putt. You've got a bit of leeway too in terms of the putter face, in terms of where you hit the ball. Obviously, we want to try to hit it centered all the time, but if you miss hit it a little bit, you know, you still give yourself a chance to make that putt. But the one variable that is critical is that putter face alignment. If that's off by as little as 3/4 of a degree, you know what? Your chances of making that putt from 6, 7 feet, 10 feet, 3 feet is not going to be very good. And the one thing we can do to work on that putting alignment all the time is get a putting mirror. They're fantastic. Here, I've got a putting mirror here. You know, they got the lines on them. They got another, you know, they typically have a line for the putter face. You can get the putter face nice and square. They got another line here for alignment where you can get your eyes over the ball and get yourself into good posture. And if you did nothing else for your putter, you know, just get yourself one of these putting mirrors and work on the alignment, work on that putter face alignment for your putting. You'll be astounded how much your putting improves. So just let me show you a couple little putting tips using the mirror. Let's get started. So get yourself one of these. They're fantastic. A mirror here, and the first thing I want to work on is just my body posture and alignment. And I'm going to use the alignment line here in the center to help me with that, where I want to try to get my eyes reasonably close to that, either right on it or reasonably close to it. And big mistake golfers make, and the biggest one I see for a lot of golfers, they stand too far from the ball. And one of the reasons for that is the putter's way too long. So I'll just demonstrate that. So I'll get set up here. I'm going to put my putter down. And what happens for the golfer with the putter that's too long, you know, they're holding it out at the end because they know I want my arms straight, right? They want to feel comfortable and extended when they're setting up there. And you set up. And my eyes are nowhere near that center line. I can't even see my face here. So it's almost, there's no way I'm going to be able to make a good stroke and get the putter face online consistently to make good putts. I want to get over that so that now I can see my eyes in that alignment line there. So now I know I'm in good, reasonable posture. And I'm set up to give myself a chance to align myself properly to my intended target line. And now it's much easier to get that putter face square too. And I can use the guide down here now to get the putter face nice and square. And then I can make my stroke. So getting into that proper alignment is critical for getting the putter face square and giving yourself a better chance for making those putts. I'm just going to get set up in my stance. I'm I'm getting comfortable over, eyes over the alignment line, nice and square. Got the putter face square. And then make the stroke. And just work on that setup and solid contact. It doesn't matter that you're not on a green or you don't have to have a putting mat. You just want to work on the alignment, getting comfortable with looking down at getting that blade nice and square, trying to get your eyes over that putting line, over that alignment line so that you're in good posture and you get yourself set up to be able to align yourself properly for your putts. So get myself lined up, eyes over the line, putter face nice and square, and then I can just work on hitting a solid. Just working on that setup and alignment alone will make an unbelievable difference in your putting. And if you want to add another variable for helping you with the alignment, you can put a couple tees down. Here I've just used a couple rubber tees, but if you're outside on the green, put a couple tees down just outside the width of the putter head, just to act as a guide to help you align the putter head to go through toward the target. So I'm just going to get set here, set up, and then just pass the putter head through the tee. So get one of these mirrors. They're fantastic for alignment. Give your putting a little bit of extra care and practice. You'll love the results and make a huge difference in your game.